perverted and ugly.
I think this could work. Okay, this is my take. I actually think this could work if this girl was attractive.
She's basically
If this girl was attractive, I think this could work.
Uncloset him for being a degenerate.
I saw this yesterday on my feed, and I just had to watch it. I literally had to watch this shit, okay? The anime that was too disturbing for the internet. Too disturbing? I've watched a lot of crazy animes, and I can't imagine. If Attack on Titan isn't too disturbing for the internet, then what could be? Then what actually could be?
What the fuck is this? 2013 was
Wait, was that weird?
massive... What the fuck is this? 2013
the animation's
was
not
a
great.
massive year for anime. Attack on Titan brought anime into the mainstream for the very first time. Monogatari second season, Golden Time, Log Horizon, My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. These are the... Wait, not that last one. These are the names we remember when we think of 2013 anime, but one incredibly infamous title seems to have faded into the background after more than a decade. And I'm here to drag it right back into view.
Flowers of Evil. I've never seen this.
Character. He's a dipshit. Now imagine you're a middle schooler in the middle of bumfuck nowhere Japan. You've had a crush on this girl for a whole year now, and just the sight of her makes you react.
Hey,
her
yo.
name is Saiki. One day, class has ended, and you're the only one left in the classroom.
But then you see her panties.
Her gym clothes. Okay, now what would you do in this situation?
Sniff!
Probably, like, put her stuff in the lost and found, or
Sniff!
give it to a teacher, right? You dumb fuck. And he does this because, out of all things, a fucking book told him to. A fucking old-ass book told him to. He eventually regrets his decision after realizing that he's in deep shit now.
Wait, the book told him to steal the gym clothes? I mean, are you really in deep shit? I'm not gonna lie. Are you really in deep shit? Couldn't you just throw it away? You're creepy, John? This looks like a rotoscopy? I think you're talking about the animation, right? I think I kind of know what you're talking about.
And then, the event that would ruin his life forever. The appearance of the Skate. She tells our main character that she saw him take the gym clothes. Nothing works like good old blackmail.
Is this a character that he likes?
What the fuck? In her mind, because she's fucked up, she just found her perfect little toy to torment and bully.
Oh,
and that's
no.
how we ended up here. Now this next bit, I am 160% sure I will be demonetized for showing, so let me explain this.
What's
the
that?
skank proceeds to strip the individual, somehow completely overpowering him and dressing him with the very gym clothes that he stole in the middle of the school library. That is diabolical. You couldn't guess by now. This show is very odd. Also, can you like get the fuck out of my ear? This is Flowers of Evil.
What? Is it me or does this shit look like Me Canyon? It's basically animating over video. Movements are too real. Oh, okay. I know exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like not Me Canyon. It's like that one other guy that does animations. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That I started because I was sick of the pussy shit. I'm a simp. Get that beta shit out of here. I wanted the dark stuff. Something that could make me feel something that these other shows just couldn't. Oh, did I feel something. Flowers of Evil is an anime about alienation, feeling like you don't belong and what that feeling can drive us humans to do. And let me tell you, some really weird things apparently. Kasuga, our main character, feels this ostracization through and through, pushing him to believe that he's just not like the others in his town. That mixed with this really weird and creepy idolization of
this girl, okay.
Yeah, the only person I'd ever act that way about is probably Erwin or maybe Guts. So handsome, muscular. Let me make sure I don't state this lightly. Every thought and action that this kid has will give you the most irky and cringe-inducing feelings you've ever felt watching Japanese cartoons. Oh no, I've stolen the gym clothes of a girl in my class and I need to defuse the situation. What do I do?
Go away!
Why don't I tell the girl that has been mentally torturing me 24/7 to expose me to the girl I stole the clothes from? I think that's just a wonderful idea.
Wait! He tells the girl to tell the other girl that he did it? Why not just tell her yourself if you're gonna tell her that you did it?
Yeah, this one's deserved. Like, he is so pathetic. pathetic. The aforementioned skank is quite aware of the fact that she is very abnormal. She's ecstatic when she happens to see some kid copping a feel of someone else's gym attire. She puts Casca through all kinds of mental torture, all with the intention of letting his true self out, his perverted and ugly side.
think this could work. Okay, this is my take. I actually think this could work if this girl was attractive.
She's basically
if this girl was attractive, I think this could work.
Uncloset him for being a degenerate. Anime fans can relate. And Saiki, who seems to be the only sane person in this trio, but is the catalyst for many of the events throughout the series. These characters are, frankly, fucked up, and it leads to single-handedly the most uncomfortable anime experience I have ever had. This is what I said in my notes while watching this. Found a new way to watch the show so I don't feel like turning it off every 2 seconds. Embrace the cringe and uncomfortableness and just be prepared for the fact that we're in for a shit show. That was a joke. It worked for like 2 seconds. The music is so utterly anxiety.
I'm back with Taco John. What are we watching? We're watching the most disturbing anime of all time, okay? John, the usual simp. All I'm saying is that she is attractive. I think we'll be all down for it, okay? Okay? We see what you read. This is nothing.
Constantly, it feels like anything could happen at any time. The atmosphere is perpetually eerie and haunting, almost as if we were watching horror. Long, drawn-out scenes where it's just you, the music, and the mundane dullness of the town. A perfect place to dwell on all the horrible and fucked up things you witness throughout the story. Take this for example. After committing a real reputation-destroying and disturbing act together in the dead of night, the show spends almost half an entire episode showing these two walking.
Okay.
Walking. And walking. And more walking as we soak in the fact
they're looking in love.
Once morning comes, there was no turning back from what they had just done.
What did they do?
Padding's worse.
Wait, what did they do?
One Piece. Hello. Wake up.
Wait, what did they do? I'm just gonna go back here. Yeah, look at most replay. No one. What did they do here?
Of the town. A perfect place to dwell on all the horrible and fucked up things you witness throughout the story. Take this for example. After committing a real reputation-destroying and disturbing act together in the dead of night, the show spends almost half an entire episode showing the
whatever, it's all good. What's up,
choice that I've come to respect and appreciate. Flowers of Evil does this extremely often. By dragging the scenes for long periods of time, our mental pain is elongated with the increased length of each scene. Oh, you're already having a hard time watching the show? Why don't we just make it even more excruciating? But it works. The emotions you feel are amplified because you're dwelling on them for longer per scene. In your head, you know these two are done for, but you can't do anything but soak in those very thoughts.
Did they kill somebody?
He's messed up for that. But back when this show first came out, nobody seemed to pay attention to any of the characters or the themes. All because of one thing. And you've probably been wondering it for a while now. Why does this show look like hot ass?
True!
That's because they used a little animation technique called fucking around. I'm joking. It's called rotoscoping.
You were right! It is rotoscopy! Colonoscopy!
One of the main reasons why most people were initially turned away from the show, and also why there wasn't enough funding for a second season. Despite this, I still think that it is one of the best directing choices this show has made. I will die on this hill. So what the fuck is rotoscoping? To put it simply, take real-life video, take an artist, then he or she traces over every frame of that video to animate a scene.
This is a lot of work.
Capture realistic movements.
That seems like a whole lot of work.
When we didn't have hyper-realistic 3D animation to replace it. I mean, why would we go out of our way to try to realistically animate something when we could just plagiarize real life?
True.
That's how I got into college, so. But in Flowers of Evil, it just feels so disturbingly wrong, and it's perfect. Flowers of Evil sits right there in the deepest portions of the
faces are just weird. It just looks weird.
Of the characters,
look at these characters.
Faces, and the dull color palette of the town are uncomfortably realistic, but just fake looking enough to unsettle you. God damn, she is ugly. It just makes the atmosphere 10 times more unbearable, which is unfortunately what they were going for. But manga fans had to be manga fans, and they ripped the living shit out of the show for deviating from the original art style.
John, how's your skin so smooth? John, that Korean skincare routine. Easy, I fucking love you, my guy. Looks ass. This shit does look ass. I actually don't use anything crazy. Also, my skin is really not that smooth. I swear to God, it's really the light. I swear it's the lighting. I swear to God, you see, it's the lighting. I swear.
I'm just telling the truth. Interesting about the fandom. Flowers of Evil is a work addressed to an audience with an open mind and a certain sensitivity. How is it possible then that the same audience that led to the success of the manga has at the same time caused the failure of the animated version for an artistic choice aimed at highlighting its potential? They're saying that the people that would be fans of this series in the first place should already be open to things that are artistically different. So it makes no fucking sense why those same fans were so mad about the anime's art style when it was meant to be for those with an open mind to appreciate.
I'm telling you, it's because this girl's ugly.
Like if an isekai fan got mad that there were too many garbage isekai. It makes no sense. It's what they liked it for in the first place. Because then we end up missing some of the other stuff that you might like.
Hey, wait, this is nice. Wait, hold on.
Like, it's so well shot, it's not even funny. Flowers of Evil is great, and I don't think you should watch it. Yes, even after all that glazing, don't watch the show. You will not have an ounce of joy while consuming this, trust me.
What happens at the end? I need to know the ending of this show.
Somewhat of a masochist. You're in for a new and wild experience that I don't think any other series can give you. I sound like I'm selling fleshlights, don't I? I would just leave it at that, but of course, like half the anime nowadays, this show isn't finished because only like 2 people wanted to put themselves through this. If you want to see the end to the story, the manga is the way to go. But be warned, it somehow gets 80 times worse.
What? Well, I need to know the ending! Oh hell no! Oh, I know what I'm doing off stream. I'm finding the ending of this. I gotta figure out what happens at the end of this. I'm not gonna lie.